Yes, karibu tena kwa kipindi chetu.
Yes.
This is where we were. Immunity 5 years,
yes.
Stability 15 years. Just like you have not understood that statement, and I want Reverend Martin to help us understand.
Yes.
What do you mean by this? The immunity of a worship leader is 5 years,
and the stability 15.
Is 15 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
In immunity, I mean any attack that can come to a ministry that have not worked for about 5 years together.
Yes.
Okay, you are a doctor, you know.
Yes.
They lack immunity. Even a gossip.
Sure.
Even an accusation. That's something that can bring that thing down. So immunity comes, in immunity of a worship team builds when people work together. Like for example, you know the keyboardist, you know the worship leader, you know their keys, you know their highs and lows, you know their temper, you know their pride. You know you can be in a ministry where you have worked with somebody who is so proud. Mpaka watu wanauza aje. How munawezanaga aje na yeye. Nyinyi muli create immunity, pride yake got nothing to do with that team.
Yes.
Kiburi yake, it doesn't matter ni ya level gani. You have developed an immunity that ikienda church zingine huko ndio itabomoa, but as far as you are concerned,
we are good.
Analukaga tu mnamnyamazia tu. Then the stability means that when a team works for 15 years together, then that's when we call that team is stable.
Wow.
That is the stability. That's when we talk about that. Now that team, we are able to say now we have a team.
For 15
years. It's not a joke. Ministry is not a joke, sir. Not a joke. Ministry is not the way people take it. 15 years in, that these people now have you ever seen a church, and I love it so much, unfortunately I'm not a singer, whereby a pastor will just sing a song, even before he sings a song, the keyboardists know where they are. I'm talking about such stability. They know, actually they are team that they know, unipasi anakuja, wanaanza kutengeneza hiyo key yake na song ya taimba tu, akianza tu kuhubiri certain teachings, they know. So stability, and I can tell you today, looking at this camera, most of the ministries in the worship team are not stable.
They are not stable.
They are not stable.
But I think the problem of attaining this stability is the hip-hopping of ministers.
Exactly.
Because even before they develop the immunity of 5 years, they have all, maybe the instrumentalists have all moved. We have others.
Another one coming.
So before now you bring this one to the level the other one was, amepotea tena.
Let me try to explain that, because it is difficult for someone maybe to be in one ministry for 15 days. Dynamics changes. You can be even go for a job. But what we normally say, in every team, for you to be stable, you must reproduce yourself.
Of course.
So if he's a keyboardist like my brother behind me here, he must be mentoring somebody who will be exact like him.
Can do whatever he's doing.
Exactly. So even in his absence, you know, the pastor must not quarrel in the altar. The keyboardist will do. And that is what I do in Joyland. If there is, I normally have a team I call greeters. These are young, then there is a way I group them. So what I normally tell those there, those are there, show me the person you are mentoring. And sometimes, like for example, my keyboardist, I will pay him in the holidays. And then I tell him, look for some people in the church who want to know how to do keyboard. Then ask them to pay for in hours, like an hour 200. So in that you are helping him, and at the same time he's producing himself. So in 15 years you can say I have a stable worship team. I have 3 keyboardists. I have 3 what one guy called Elder Michael did, and what one lady called Cecilia did. To the whole team. Whole team. Whole team.
Now that team, I'm sure the following Sunday it was different.
Oh, very excited.
It was different.
Because if one person can say, come on, if one person can part with more than 50K. All right? Sometimes he takes them and he calls them into his own house and he makes them eat like kings and queens. Right? Spends more than 30K. Another one will just come and say, for this season, anything called uniform. Anything called uniform, leave it to me. You see, that's what I'm trying to say. So it's not only a pastor, I'm also charging it even to the congregants.
Powerful.
Some of the churches, let me tell you, they don't need even the pastor to do it. In the congregation, because 1,000 congregation, how is it you are unable to take care of 15 people only? And in the 15, it's maybe only 5, because maybe the 10 are at work. 10 are depending on themselves. So meet with them. Don't wait for the pastor. Kutana na huyo tu mtu mwambia kwamba create you know, I'm sorry, I went to a class sometimes back and I did a course yeah, human resource management.
Yes.
If any pastor
yes,
could go and take that course,
yes,
the rewarding system, they have something they talk about, the rewarding system, the awarding and the rewarding system.
The awarding and rewarding.
The motivating. Most of the praise and worship team are with zero motivation.
That's
zero motivation.
That's it. Yes.
Wanakuja tu akufurahisha, zero motivation.
Yes.
But motivate that team. Sometimes call them. I'm talking it right on TV. The Joyland can say, I call them. On kwa hoteli tu, munakaa tu hivyo, just take a cup of tea.
Yes, 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 yes.
Unaambia kwamba our offerings ni hizi. Mimi nawaonyeshaga.
Yes, yes.
They are here, they can tell our yetu ni hii. So hapa mimi naona tukunywe tu mandazi. And they love it that way. Naambia tukunywe mandazi. Mungu atatusaidia mbele.
Yes, yes, yes. I wish every pastor and every man of God would
next time uniite na wao.
Yes, yes, yes.
Wawe background hapa.
The worshipers.
Yes.
This is powerful. Make sure we have a team of worshipers here.
Next time
because some of them will air some of the things they feel they need to be addressed in their worship teams.
Oh yeah.
And it will help a lot of, because the aim of this program is to heal.
Oh yes.
And to bring some order into the worship, and even between the worshippers and the pastoral department. And this is very powerful.
Lakini unaona your point as we finish, najua time imetukibisha.
Yes.
Si kujua time inaenda hivyo. Kama tunaweza fundisha waaminio.
Wow.
Waaminio, kanisa ikiwa na watu 200 haiwezi shindwa.
Yes.
At least kwa sababu mimi tunaweza kosa hiyo program, but you can meet with that worship leader.
Sure.
In your own time.
In your own time.
Unamuuliza what is
yes.
What are you going through? Last time I was looking for my drama.
Yes.
And I was asking him, I said, one of the elder in church has asked his friend to employ me. I'm now employed.
Oh.
So if every other person would do that, we will have a very healthy church.
Yes, yes.
So as I conclude,
yes,
if the church is not a family, if the church has no father-son relationship,
yes,
we will miss a lot.
We will miss a lot.
Yes.
This is very powerful. Definitely we shall have a part 2 of this. And Reverend Martin has suggested we shall bring several of them here, especially worship leaders of different ministries, so that we can have a very conclusive conversation about this thing. But that has been powerful session.
Thank you.
I wish it will reach as many pastors, as many worship teams, as many worship leaders, and they get this information. Now, I want to give you 2 minutes to make a parting shot. We shall definitely have a part 2 of this. But in conclusion of today's show, just encourage a pastor there, a worship leader there, and maybe we shall take it from there next time.
Yeah, the misconception is that ministry is only a pastor.
Yes.
That's a very bad misconception that I would want to correct here. It will be very bad of me to claim that my victory is because I rely on my anointing.
Yes, yes.
If my anointing, I would say, was not surrounded by people who love me, then nobody would have known me in this town. I am a pastor because of those people who goes before me. A pastor may be in the pulpit for only 45 minutes.
Yes.
A worship team might be there for 1 hour.
Yes.
So let us try to have a check and balance. Let us have a father-son relationship. You as a pastor, a bishop, a reverend, you must have a heart for those people who goes to the altar before you go there. You must always have a heart for those people who goes for practice. They get into the keshas, come for morning devotion. We must know that they are human beings. You worship leader, you must also never depart from the first love. Your first love was the love of God before you loved the ministry. Serve God as you serve the man of God.
Wow.
Shalom, God bless you.
This is powerful. This is powerful. Thank you so much, Reverend, for making time to be here. It has been a powerful session. I've really enjoyed it. I also learned from these conversations. And it's my prayer that also our viewers are learning, worship teams are learning. And you have talked of very powerful things. The father-son model. There can never be manipulation. And it seems like the whole problem of these worshippers is the human resource management. If the human resource can be managed so well, most of these problems will be solved. at times appreciating what a person does may not require money.
Yeah.
But just some words to tell them that I appreciate what you do.
Oh yeah.
I don't take it for granted that you come for rehearsals. Just that maybe will motivate that person even to do better tomorrow.
Yes.
And also you say that a church should become a family. So that the appreciation and the management of this human resource is not left to the pastoral department alone. The congregation can take it over and help this team to be better. Has been a wonderful show, and we shall definitely have a part 2 of this, now basing on the scriptures on how the hiring, the service, like you say, the servanthood is supposed to be done. And I believe that healing is coming to the teams and worship leaders, and to that person that feels like you are never appreciated. We want to tell you the servant and the service you are offering to God, it doesn't go to waste. God is watching, and you are doing a good job. Nobody should feel like wamechoka. Get up and continue serving God, because this is a worthy cause. I've been your host, Mbugwa GK. Until next Sunday, have a blessed evening.